Hey, welcome back. I am with the great Abdul Najib, the
Hey,
great
let's go.
data scientist ninja with me. And
Data scientist
if you're new
ninja.
here, we basically discuss three topics from each of our sides and explain it to one another and try to have like a really good view of what's happening throughout the world and also blow our minds time to time. So, welcome back, Najib.
Thank you for having me. As always, it's awesome. I have my three topics today for you, and hopefully we'll have a good conversation with our topics for now. So let's go ahead. So we will start with our first topic of the day, that is Otter.ai. I hope you can see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Otter.ai, imagine you're in like a meeting, okay, and you are sitting over there and you're listening to all of the team members, and you just wished that you had a transcript of the whole conversation that you guys had. And that's where
Mm-hmm.
Otter.ai comes in. Okay, so it uses like automatic speech recognition technology to convert everything that's going on in a meeting and print it out in like a nice transcripted manner. And
Hold on. Doesn't like Zoom have this feature inbuilt
it's
for the
very bad.
business
It's very
version?
bad. I know you would say like
Oh.
Zoom has this, and like even Google Meets in itself has some
Mm-hmm.
extensions that has this.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Otter.ai, my reason for bringing Otter.ai is because it's the best right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
amazing how good it is. It's like it's very accurate. Basically, that's what I'm trying to tell. Zoom. I know that Zoom
Have you
already
used
has
it?
this. In a few meetings that I had to listen to, yes, but not consistently. Like I haven't used it like for like 5 months or something. I got to know this like last 2 weeks
Is
ago.
it free or is it paid?
It is free. It is free.
Oh,
So that is
okay,
amazing.
nice. So you
And
can integrate this with any platform, or is it a video calling services in itself? What? How does it work?
um
Oh, it is like integration.
it is
It's like a
integration.
plugin.
It is an
Okay.
integration. It is like a plugin. You have your normal Google Meet, you have your normal Zoom call, and you can see over here the organizations that are backing them up, and they have some nice awards as well. They are awesome. Basically, they're like the best transcription based service out there that I've seen, that is very easy to like plug and play. It's like plug and play, right? You just
Mm-hmm.
plug it in your meeting, and then you listen to everything, and then you can have
Got
like
it.
notes for like almost ever. And this is a awesome in meetings that especially go on for like 2.5 or 3 hours, and you're like, okay, what started in the first
Yeah, I
first
get it.
hour,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So
That's pretty dope.
this is pretty nice. So that's all from Otter.ai. And the next topic that we have is from you, that's Lucky
Yeah.
Carrot.
Yeah, LuckyCarrot. Yeah, so I stumbled upon this through Product Hunt. So
Product
if you don't
Hunt.
know Product Hunt, like they list out all the cool products people are building, and the community can vote on which is the most helpful to them. So LuckyCarrot has been one of the most voted products, and I was a little hesitant first. I didn't understand why it was so famous or so popular, but then their tagline is that they want to create a employee engagement platform for Gen Z people, as in
For Gen Z.
multiple studies. Yeah, just for Gen Z. So multiple sources have already concluded that Gen Zs do not like being told that they have to work, but they are also the hardest working of the lot. So
Interesting.
if you want to tap into that potential, you need to have a completely different reform of employee engagement platforms, as in getting feedback on your boss, getting feedback of the company, what they wish they would do better, all that. So in this application that they created has a peer-to-peer recognition method of recognition that you can give to other employees. So
Is
if
it
your
like
friend
one
is
of
working harder
those
than you,
Black Mirror episodes? 5 star.
uh, yeah,
I-
yeah,
Is it
sort
like
of,
that?
yes.
Sort of like that?
Yeah,
So, Jen,
1% chance it can turn out to be like that. People can go against you, but the other side, the good
you
side is
you
that
won't
you
you
can
won't be
actually
allowed to
reward
sit.
people.
You won't be allowed to sit beside the boss if you're not 5 star.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be
Mm-hmm.
allowed in a conference if you're like 1 star. Wow.
But this is anonymous, so people won't know only the management would know.
Understood.
But the best part about this is, even when I used to work in a corporation, I wanted to give feedback on certain people who were not actually recognized by the bosses or the upper management. There were so many cases where other people helped me through my most difficult times, and nobody even knows about it.
Understood.
So there are very less recognition pools that we have on meetings.
You want to be discreet
And I
as
think-
well with these things, right? Like I'm guessing.
You don't want to go out and say in public that I like this guy, but then other person that helped you at the same time would be like, what, I've been there for you too. So
Understood.
this is great.
Understood.
Because
So
previously all I had was, you just had to write a note and leave it on the desk for the person, but that is not translating
What-
towards the upper management.
okay, so it's like it was just like a formal, calm way to approach someone and just like be like, okay, this is how it is.
You helped me out.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can. Okay,
Now
but
it's automated. Now you can have analytics on top of it. So it was very interesting.
is
So
it like
I wanted to share this.
Would it be like more helpful if the other person can see the feedback? You know, like after like a course in college, you get like these feedback forms for the teacher, and they're like anonymous, but
Yeah.
like they're just like a feedback to see, and like the upper
Yeah,
management
yeah.
can allow
Ye-
the employee.
Yeah.
to see
The
that,
upper
like,
management would only get the analytics part.
Interesting.
Other people won't know how many the other person got, but the person who got it can obviously see it. So that is really a nice feedback loop for you to feel motivated in work.
Or demotivated. That's my issue. It's you go every day.
No,
you open,
you wouldn't know.
and it's like 1 star for you, and that would be bad.
No. Okay. That way.
Negative
Perhaps.
way. Negative way. Like of
Perhaps.
course, office is
But
like
that's very
office
rare.
politics
That's
can
very
become
rare.
sometimes toxic, right? So
Mhm.
you get this person, really good person, but you had like an issue with him, and then you try to spread false claims of him or her, and then you try to get their
Mhm.
like reading down and down so that you get like attraction from the upper management, messes up with their life.
Yeah, I get it.
You
Yeah,
understand?
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah.
And since
But
it's
let's see
discreet,
how
you
this works out.
never even know. But good product,
Mm.
maybe. Let's see the future. Since, like you said, it's like starting. All right. So next on the list, I have one more tool for our aspiring blog posters and like a lot and people who are like becoming influencers and wanna manage their posts, right? Like me. When I started posting on LinkedIn, I used to get up every day or so and start writing my post, create it, post it over there, and then I would like follow it up, and then I would have to do like the whole thing every day, day after day, day after day, day after day. So this might be like old trivial, I'm not sure, but I came across this like 3 days ago. This is a website called Publer.io, which helps you with publishing material in a scheduled manner or an automatic manner or even like a recurring manner to websites such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. I don't even know what the symbol is, and YouTube. And that's
Google Store.
That's Google Store. Okay, thanks for helping me out there. And that is what Publer.io does. So like you create your post, and I think, let me see.
There are a lot of products that do this, I think.
I think so, but like this is interesting to me because like I started. This is free for me, and it's many people don't know. Like I didn't know about this thing. I have been posting on LinkedIn for like
Mhm.
3-4 months. Maybe I could just be unaware of this thing, but I wanted to bring this into more light that there are products like these out there that'll help you out with your publishing schedules and such. And you can start with Publer maybe, and then see where it takes you. As you can see, I just have my LinkedIn and Twitter, so it's pretty simple interface. Make your post, edit it, add your hashtags.
And it's not paid.
It's not
free.
paid. They do have price. Do have like plans and pricing, which go from like free, Argentum to Aurum, and they offer you different features, functionalities, and basically it's like more awesome.
They have a limit on the social networks. Okay.
Correct. So on the free one, they have like 5 social accounts, which is more than enough for somebody who's starting like me. 50 pending scheduled posts, so I can like decide my posts for the next 50 days, and still I would have
Nice.
it and schedule it. That's the most important part. because scheduling is like the most important thing. Because I can sit one day on the weekend and write all of my 7 posts down. Like when I'm in that zone, there's a zone,
Exactly.
right? When you're like doing
Yeah.
creation,
Mm.
content creation, you're sitting down, you're writing. It feels awesome. You're like you want to get post out one after another, and then you get them out, and you're like, okay, now I'll have to put copy paste every morning, copy
Mm-hmm.
paste every morning.
Content.
That's what how I was handling, but with Publer, it's just been amazing. That's my take on
Awesome.
Publer. Yeah. So the
I'll try
next,
it out too.
you should, if you're starting on LinkedIn aggressively, right? And this might help
Mm-hmm.
you get in like a nice what do we say, habit. Yeah, this can, like, your weekends could be like sorted. Like you would be like, okay, 2 hours, get all of my posts done, and then you can start doing this. Because many people, they try
Mm-hmm.
to get it in time, and they fail because they just cannot be consistent, and this
Yeah,
allows them
I
to be
can see that
consistent,
working. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's about Publer. And the next topic. So what do we
Yeah,
have?
I got some nice news.
Yeah, you have news
So we
on TikTok
have
rival over here. Let me just share it with our audience. Yeah, TikTok rival Quashio. Yeah, go ahead.
Koi Show.
Quashio.
It's a app that was built by ex Googlers and also ex Facebook people. So basically, it is just like any other TikTok type of clone, but these guys are huge and they have around 150 million, or I guess 200 million users right now,
200 million.
and
Wow.
the share of their users in China is almost half of what TikTok is. I mean, they are
Share.
divided 50-50. So it's
Understood.
like a duopoly in China, and they recently went public. And as soon
So
as they
China
went
does have
public, they were
TikTok as well, right? Yeah, I think China
yes,
does
it
have
has
TikTok as well.
TikTok,
Okay.
but it has a different name. It's not branded as TikTok. It is branded as Diolo something like that. Let
Appropriate
me.
for the Chinese culture, or like, why would they change the
Yeah,
name?
yeah. No, they have all these regulations that they have to follow.
So it's a
They
different
have to
party.
have
They have
stricter.
a different party in itself, basically. They're like a different organization. Sorry, they're like a different organization in China, basically.
Yeah, they are a different organization with the same parent company.
Same parent company. Okay.
So, yeah. So basically, this company allows you to tip users. So if you like a user and you like their content, they can also go live, and while being live, you can tip them, just like Instagram Live, but with tips and with live comments on the go. So it's like TikTok plus being live,
So it's
and
like
on top of
it's
that,
like
having a financial transaction between the user and the content
so
creator.
it's like
So that is pretty huge.
uh yeah, that's interesting because it's like combining streaming and TikToking in some way. Is that like the way they are
Yeah,
going?
yeah, exactly,
How
exactly.
are they like different
So
from any stream service? Then that's my
no, but
question.
it's all on mobile. Most of the streams do not happen on mobile, and they are not TikTok style, videos where you can just regularly shift. What do you say, filters and music. You cannot do that on a live stream. You have to have a huge setup. So this removes that friction, and
Very interesting. So
therefore it
basically, if you're
became
making like a
very, very.
video, just tip the person right there, right
Yeah,
then and
just tip
there.
the person.
Because with Twitch and
And
YouTube as well, people are doing that same kind of thing, right? Subscribing,
uh,
sending money,
yeah,
and it just
that's
takes like
that's the thing. What I'm saying is, no, listen. It is just TikTok with the live version. It is
TikTok
not
with a live
YouTube with the
version.
live version. It is TikTok with the live version. And having this financial sentiment is causing problems with the Chinese government apparently, and
Interesting.
they are coming under a lot of slack. But that's not the point. The point is they went public. There was huge demand. Now they are worth around $150 billion, which is huge. A lot of people don't even know this even exists right now. And
I
there
certainly
are
did not.
apps. There are secondary apps that these guys made. It's called Koi, which is for the other countries around the world. It has not reached India or US yet, but
It
it's
would
still
be
growing.
interesting to see when like it becomes popular and come to like US, and
No,
because
it will
can
be
I
interesting if it
access
comes to India.
if it comes
It
to
will be
India?
interesting if it comes to India,
Oh,
because TikTok is banned here, and
oh,
this would be huge.
why
And it is
don't
based on
you?
Hong Kong, so it is not exactly Chinese. I think it is more on the Hong Kong province section.
So
So
they might
I
just
don't think
accept
it'll
it.
get easily banned.
It'll not
Yeah,
get easily banned. Okay, because
Yeah, I think so.
because with TikTok the motivation was the boycott mindset of the people, right? And that is why it
Mm-hmm.
got banned. So
Mm-hmm.
based out of Hong Kong, doing great in the Chinese market. I'm just like trying to put out some pointers on this thing. Doing great in the Chinese market and could be amazingly great in the Indian market as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Yep.
because yeah,
And they have
TikTok was
top-notch
huge.
developers.
TikTok was super huge in India before it got banned. Like definitely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what
And
are like the
one of the
Indian
biggest
plans? Do they have
investors
any Indian
is
plans as far as you know?
no, not now. They
All
just have
right.
one app called Kwai, and it is just based in Taiwan, Malaysia, I think Brazil also. They haven't targeted India yet.
Understood. I get your point. Awesome app coming through. Let's see how it goes. I don't have like much
Mm-hmm.
info on that, so I'm not able to think like how they might perform. I definitely think they can perform well in India. They can fill that gap done by
Oh, by the way, the TikTok
TikTok.
version, the
Kwai,
subsidiary app is called Douyin.
Dioin.
Douyin. Yeah.
I think they need to make it like easier to pronounce if they have to be famous in India. I don't know.
It's easier for
I don't know.
Chinese. No,
It's very
that is
easy for
what. It is
Chinese.
only a Chinese version. Everywhere else, it's TikTok.
Everywhere else is TikTok.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. Yeah.
So next we have, you might know about Neuralink for sure, but I just wanted to like go more into what it is actually empowering people to do, right? Many people, they heard Neuralink, they know that Elon Musk is building a robot, building a chip, trying to fit it in your skull, and wants to make you like one with machine and human. One machine and computer should not be different. But I wanted to like I went into like a pitch that Elon Musk gave when he was like recruiting people for Neuralink, and in that
So,
he
what is this?
Neuralink. So this is one of
No,
the
no. What is the page that you're showing?
okay. This thing is description of the Neuralink from their website that I pulled. So
Okay. Okay.
this is the so the link. So the characteristics of the link is like it has like these electrodes like channels, and it sits inside your brain inside the center of your brain, and it's like a little device that sits over there and works all day, and it's making you connected to the what do we say, it's like tracking everything that you're doing, and it aims to become like an extension of your thought, right? Like you just want to some things like you come towards your home, detects you, open the home, detects you coming to the room, start your PC, those kind of things it is going into. But it's more than that. Neuralink is trying to understand how the brain responds when there are certain diseases in you. Okay, diseases could range from like paralysis, neuron like paralysis, dementia, those kind of things, and it wants to tackle anything that the brain uh, is like the responsible factor for that disease, right? And it wants to like recreate, it wants to be able to recreate the pulses that the brain is not able to recreate by itself when that disease hits you. And that is pretty awesome. And how you think after putting it inside you, how is it charged? So it's charged inductively every day. And
Hold on. So basically, these details were anyway in the public, right?
the
Or
the thing
was it not?
the thing is their progress. Nobody knows that what they have done without the besides like I was gonna move on to the link V 0.9. They have like 1,000 channels per link, and that allows you, that is like basically not even 10, but I think it's like 1,000x better than the previous thing that's on the market. 1,000 already.
So what does it mean, channels? Forgive me, I don't have any
I
idea how
understand.
this works.
So it's like when you so you see like these little nodes at the end of this thing. These are your
Mm-hmm.
channels. So they attach into like different areas of your brain, and they keep recording what your brain is sending the signal out like every time you do something. And they are like trying to use ML AI and deep learning to like understand the patterns and like understand like what each pattern means. They want to classify
So
that.
they're basically they're just wires that is connecting to our neurons in the brain and giving out signals to
Yes,
the actual
right,
chip
right,
which is embedded
exactly.
in.
Right now they are trying to read, but in the future it'll start instructing as well. If
Oh
there
my god.
if there is a disparity in what is wrong with your brain, it will compensate for that the firing of those neurons. It'll compensate for the neurons that are not
Okay,
firing to keep you in check.
got it.
That is
So
awesome.
suppose you're in anesthesia, you're feeling pain. So these guys can come and say like
Delete the
your
pain.
nerves, no, not delete the pain,
Oh,
put the pain back because
oh,
you're in
oh,
anesthesia.
oh. Okay, things
So
like
they can
those.
reactivate those signals. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
more than that,
that's pretty dope.
if you think about dementia, how it happens. Dementia is basically loss of your memory as you get older, right? And it happens
Mm-hmm.
because that part of the brain is getting like numb, it's getting dead, the memory part. The I don't exactly know where it is inside brain, but if it's getting numb, that's the issue. And this thing allows you to like send those signals gently instead of the brain doing the work. This thing is doing the work, keeping you away from dementia. That's like the future. And there are several diseases that it
Awesome.
can help you with. And it's just you sleep by your bed and it recharges through an inductive coil. Like it's like you're getting charged every night with this machine. So it's like I don't know, the charging technology, how is it? They told that you can just place it beside your bed and then when you sleep it just like recharges you or recharges the
Recharges
neural.
me or the
The device,
device?
sorry, my bad. My bad. The device.
Yeah.
It just recharges the device for a
Recharging
full day
ourselves
of
is done
charge.
naturally.
Sorry, yes. And
The grace of nature.
that's about Neuralink. And the last topic of the day is something that
Yeah, I
we want
have.
to talk about. Shapoorji
Yeah,
Group.
it's Shapoorji Paranji Group. Like it's huge in India. It is one of the biggest companies in India where they build construction sites and they have all sorts of everything related to construction. These guys take up. They make bridges, they make flyovers, they make underground
Like they're at LNT level?
channels on the roads.
Larson and Tobruk,
Yeah,
like that?
I guess on the same level. Yeah.
Okay.
So right now they got a huge deal that they cracked, that too in Egypt, where they're
Interesting.
building solar energy. Solar energy. They are basically outsourcing all their technology to build these solar panels in Egypt, and it is worth $127 million. And this is outsourced by Saudi Arabia. So basically,
Many
Shapoorji
parties are
has a
into
small.
this. I'm
Yeah,
getting confused.
which is so Saudi Arabia is building and maintaining it, and for the parts and for the planning and for all the other side materials, Shapoorji is getting involved. So Shapoorji is the brain, Saudi Arabia is the money,
Money.
and Egypt is the investment place. So they cracked this deal, which is huge, and it shows how many people are focusing on Africa right now. People don't realize it, but Africa is booming at a very fast rate. It is similar to how the Arabs were booming in the 1980s and 1990s. And I think if someone really wants to get on board with the fast movement of this industry or the entire continent, they have to shift to Africa, especially places like Egypt, Nigeria.
I think they're like
North.
trying to. They're I think finally realizing the amount of material that Africa has, and like they're trying to leverage that finally, right?
Not only that,
Not just that.
the labor there is cheap. The labor there is educated. They can also speak English,
Yeah, English is
which
like
is
the native.
something that you cannot find anywhere else.
Understood.
Africans are very verbally educated, and they are also globally aware because they like to get out of their continent or their
Continent all the
country to
time.
explore the world because of
And
all
I
the
guess all
atrocities
because of
recently.
because even they get exposure from all of these companies that are coming there to set up camp, right? They set up huge factories,
So
huge factories over there for getting raw material for lot of stuff around the world.
it shows. This is yet another sign that even Indian companies are going to Africa and investing there for the new future. So
That's
just
amazing,
something to keep
actually.
in mind.
That's amazing. I like that. Africa, go Africa. They also have been tackling the. I think even their mortality rates have been coming up. As far as I've seen.
Coming up, coming down.
Sorry, my bad. Going down. and they are moving towards like a better future. I would say, which is good for them, because like you said, the population, as it gets smarter and it gets more exposed to these type of projects, and more of this investment keeps coming in, the way they will boom, we don't know. They might become a
Yeah, and fun fact.
fun
In
facts.
India, there are around 120 million English speaking individuals. Nigeria has 110. So it shows you the scale of how many people speak English there, and they can very well take Indian jobs, to be honest, because even the time zones match with the ones in Europe and are very close to US. So it can be the next service sector hub. They're cheap, they can speak English,
and
and the time zones are not
they're just
that
around the
far apart.
corner. And they're just
Yeah.
around the corner. That is
Yeah.
that is good actually, because even recent, and I know about this a little bit because recently I gave a webinar to an East African community, right? And I was like surprised to the enthusiasm of the youth. That is super interesting to me. And I've given webinars even for in India and even over here, but I get good reactions over here, good questions over here from the Indian youth. I don't get as much, but but on the African side, the youth was like so active, and they were not
Yep.
shy, I would say. So they are definitely
Yeah.
comfortable verbally, even though their accent is like super different, like it's a very different dialect of English you'll hear from them, but
Yeah.
they just want to keep their
Yeah.
vision up.
I've seen the same here. In India, there are some African communities that study, right? They come to these conferences.
Exactly.
And they're very active in asking questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The asking question part gets them basically higher, because they understand fast, they grow fast, and it's overall well for them. I think that's all from me for today. Yeah,
Yeah, these are my 3 topics too.
that was
Well,
awesome.
guys,
was
if you learned something today, that was great. We learned something today. I learned something today.
Yes.
So
I
we'll keep
definitely
doing this
did.
on a daily basis. Thank you, Najib, for joining in. Thank you for hosting
Definitely.
this
We're going to do this
Uh,
every day. I hope more people keep joining in
every day.
every day.
All right.
All
See you
right.
then tomorrow.
See you then tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.